Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So San Diego State's offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Rides to back and leaves it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So North Texas offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Young. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
North Texas really has it going on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Gonna swing it on second down. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll try the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The Aztecs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Napier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The give from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Caught over the middle. It's Napier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Washington.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, that's a great example of KYD. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big third down coming here.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Sutton. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Runs for the tackle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Got it behind the line. It's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on them second down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. On the run, it's Sutton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
Not all incompletions are the same. Listen, it's 3rd down. I want to make a play. I want to throw the football down the field, get a first down. But sometimes it's the right decision to do what he just did. Don't make a big turnover. Don't make a big mistake. Just throw the football on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Finds his man. It's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas has it, going to work with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Great third down defense right here, playing zone coverage. Understand the ball's going to come out, sitting around the sticks area, breaking on the football, and batting the ball down.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Finds his man. It's Brown. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On the move and looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown Aztecs!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pulls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Sutton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Napier. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. That's reeled in. It's Young. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The short hands, it's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Young. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you could run in your sleep.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone.